welcome back to Alt Egos. This is a special edition of the podcast, which will be brief, in which we discuss a spoiler that the marketing team from Fantasy Flight Games has been kind enough to share with us. So with me on this special episode is my co-host Joey, as always. So Joey, how's it going?
All right, how about yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. The Ant-Man pack is just around the corner. And yeah, Evan from Fantasy Flight Games was very kind enough to send us a spoiler. And so without further ado, we should just share the spoiler that we got. So this is the signature ally for the Ant-Man pack. I haven't actually watched the stream in which they played through Crossbones. Has anyone seen the signature ally yet for Ant-Man, Joey, as far as you're aware?
Neither signature ally came out during that stream. It was very quick because it turns out standard Crossbones doesn't have a lot of HP. Neither of the signature allies were seen.
Yeah, well, there's actually a reason for that, and it's because the signature ally for Ant-Man is actually Wasp, and the subtitle is Nadia Van Dyne. So it's the Wasp that we're getting as a hero in January, I believe. So yeah, she's a 3-cost ally with 2 thwart, 1 consequential damage, 2 attack, 1 consequential damage, the aerial and Avenger traits, and 3 health. And she has the ability text Hero Response. After Wasp enters play, deal 2 damage to an enemy if you are in giant hero form, or remove 2 threat from a scheme if you are in tiny hero form. She's card 1 of 15 of Ant-Man, and she's a wild resource, I guess is the other thing to note, as we've seen classically from, I'd say, the majority of heroes so far, but not every hero. What's your first take on this signature ally, Joey?
My first take on it, it's really good. It seems very similar to the from Sharon Carter from Captain America's signature ally, but a slightly more versatile because she can also do damage if you don't really need the threat removal. And that was just my takeaway from seeing it for the most part. It's it's just a versatile, generically good ally, and it means that no matter what aspect you choose, you can always trigger your that spoiled team up card that we have for Ant-Man to change forms.
I don't even remember what it's called, but yeah, you're correct. There's a 1-cost team up event that Ant-Man will be able to use if you're playing solo or just using the precon, but you also can pair it between the 2 heroes, I guess, if they're both in play. But yeah, it's nice that you're able to do it inherently within the hero pack. I guess the thing I like about it is that, yeah, she's a really bulky, solid ally. So she's got 2 thwart and 2 attack, so she's quite flexible depending on how you want to build Ant-Man. And I think that's one of the things I like about signature allies in general is not only do they have like some synergy, I guess, with what their hero is doing, but they also provide a bit more flexibility with your more broad deck building approaches. So if you want to go aggression, this signature ally is still helpful for your threat game plan. Or similarly, if you want to go justice, this signature ally is useful for dealing damage. And so I quite like that there's that flexibility. This is also Avenger ally, so I guess you're able to utilize things such as the Avenger only cards, and Avengers Tower is the other one that I think goes quite well. And yeah,
and
overall,
the spoiled team building training.
Yeah, that's quite useful too. Because you'll be able to just cheat her out so you can cheat her out down to 1 as a 1-cost ally. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I quite like seeing some builds that just use the Avengers Tower and not really those bigger resource cards that we saw in the core set, like Mansion or Helicarrier. So certainly you might be able to lower your curve, cheat her out a bit faster, and get really good value out of her. She's essentially got quote unquote 4 health, but she's got printed 3 health. But with the additional ability on play, she's getting another 2 thwart or 2 attack, and that's really exciting to see. I guess the one downside of this spoiler is that you've mentioned before that it's not really lightning themed. We had a lightning theme going for a little while there, but that's been broken.
Yeah, bit of a shame. Would have liked to have one more, just one more, get the hat trick at least.
Yeah, for now it has to be a duo. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking through the allies, and I can't really see another 3-cost ally with this degree of stats. Can you think of anything off the top of your head that is sort of comparative to this signature ally?
There are a few that can there were a few that have the fort value, like Coulson, agent, the agent Sharon Carter. Like I cannot remember what number she is.
Agent
And
13, I think it is.
yeah, there's a few that have the fort value, and the fort value is the higher value of the two, but it's not. You pretty much have to go to 4 costs to get this level stats most of the time.
Yeah, the two I can see, it's Mockingbird from Hawkeye's set, and that's about it. I was going to say Spider-Woman from Captain Marvel, but she only has 2 health. So yeah, it's an interesting set line. I guess Red Dagger is the other one, but he doesn't have the Avenger trait. So yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting deck building just for the signature ally, and it's nice to see. Personally, I kind of like that the signature ally works with the team up card as well. I kind of like that there's that inherent built-in synergy, even if you do end up wanting to pair it with the other hero. Probably something that's contentious in the community, but I'm personally not bothered by the fact I can use signature allies as wild resources if they're already in play. So I guess it is nice that she's a wild resource, because they could have given her just a particular resource type if they wanted.
Yeah, even if there was just a particular resource, most of the time the fact that like having 1 extra dead card in your deck is not, it's not a huge difference realistically. It just changes what you can do on that turn, and most turns you're not going to end up in that situation where you've only got resources. You've generally got something you can play.
Yeah, certainly. But like you said, there's a few nifty things that you can do. There's the Avengers Tower plan. There's the team training exercise. And yeah, overall, I'm quite excited to see the full Ant-Man pack once it releases in November sometime. If in Australia, that's TBD. So yeah, we'll get our hands on it very soon. And thank you everyone for listening to this spoiler. Joey, do you have any final thoughts on this card before we go?
No, I think we covered everything.
Great. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see us back for our regular coverage, and hope you enjoy this quick sneak peek of the Wasp ally from the Ant-Man Hero Pack. Thanks, guys.